All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Nikki and I were just getting carried away talking about YouTube demonetization and how difficult it is being a vaping YouTuber these days, which is something we could talk about in a little bit. If you guys are interested in the money side of being a vaping YouTuber, we can talk about that because I don't give a shit. And welcome. I just did a stream a couple hours ago and everybody was like, do a stream with Nick. And so here we are. And so we're going to do some coil building and I'm going to try to make sure I'm not doing this wrong. Hopefully everybody can hear and see us. Nick, welcome. How are you, my friend?
What's up? What's up, everybody in chat? I am good. I am fucking healthy right now. Hopefully I stay that way. And yeah, I just want to start off by saying thank you, Kenny, for having me on because it's awesome. And yeah, should be fun.
So I'd be really curious to know in the chat what your opinions are or what your perception is about money in YouTube reviewing. And what do you guys think how we're doing? I know Nikki and I are little guys, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. Also, right now in the chat, drop some suggestions as to what we should build. If you were around earlier, you saw me fail miserably at an alien frame staple. So let's keep our expectations, for me at least, pretty low. The bar is pretty low for me. Nick, of course, as always, is going to crush it, but we'll see what we can get into.
Shit, I wish I did the build last night right now because I was very happy with what I did last night. I could show it.
Yeah, show it. What'd you do? Throw it up on screen share if you've got photos of it.
Ooh, good idea. To get up close, I'll have to do it on this because I didn't take like macro shots of it, but I actually can share a picture that I did last night. What is it? This one? That's one of them. I should have picked the other one. So I did a micro Clapton Enigma, stitched Enigma frame staple thingy.
Damn.
I put it in Cosmonaut, and this is a
I think I saw this on Instagram. Did you post this?
Yes, I posted it.
I think I saw this.
Oh, I'm gonna share. Okay, there's that.
Oh my god.
And then I might have to get. Oh no, I got this. Let's see.
Wow, dude.
I'm gonna have to get light on this real quick. Where's that little light? There it is.
That's insane. That's all micro Clapton?
Yeah, besides the stitch isn't micro Clapton, but yeah, the Enigma part is.
Dude, how do you Clapton that much?
Okay, so this is actually something that I've just gotten into a little bit more.
See, I've never been able to do anything like that. And those builds always blew my mind.
Yeah, so you definitely have to set up your drill way differently than, just doing like 2 sets or whatever, even 1 set of aliens or whatever.
Oh my god.
And basically, I have to set up the drill 5 feet away from the swivel. So, oh, we are close. So, I could actually show that. Well, I have okay, so my table is, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, 5 feet. 5 feet of micro Clapton did that. About 5 inches of Enigma.
Wow.
Yeah, so a 5 foot. You got to do a 5 foot, and that Clapton is a 38 gauge core with 44 gauge outside.
Dude.
Yeah.
And then so you just string the Clapton through the middle of the D core and just run it like a stitch like a stitched alien, but then Enigma it.
Yes, yeah, just a stitched. Yeah, it's like a stitched alien, but it's Enigma instead. Yeah, and then I had one of my subscribers, Ron, is where the artist sent me these things, and they're called silicone thread bobbins. So they're basically just little spools that close up. And he sent me these 4 microclaptons, and I could actually label them and stick it in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I re-spool the microclapton on there, like there's a microclapton on this one.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yes, and it's a little spool, so now I could just use it as regular wire. Now I just got a microclapton on a spool, as if I bought it at a store or something.
Where is he getting those? Those are awesome.
He sent me a link. Oh man, jeez.
That's probably something that's like meant for something else, and then creative coil builders repurposed it for building.
Yeah, it's for like arts and crafts with thread or something. Man, he might be in chat soon. When I see him, I'll ask him for the link again. He put it in chat last night and I didn't grab it. He's actually sending me some. I'll send you some over. He bought like a whole other pack of them. But they're pretty awesome. You can use them for a bunch of things too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Most of it is just so like when you do stuff like that, right? It looks awesome and it seems super complex, but really it's just adding more time to your building. Like really it's just an enigma, but I just spent a little more time making that little microclapton.
Right.
Other than that, it's actually pretty straightforward.
Dude, anytime I've ever tried microclapting and like stitching with the microclapton, it always gets caught on the decor running its way through. And so it jams up and then stretches my decor past the point of where I need it, and just totally, and then I wasted the whole decor and the stitching because it all gets tangled and then like gets all crunched and everything. And so I always just give up out of frustration.
Yeah. So, okay. So you know what? How about I'll do
we don't have to get into microclaptons tonight, but
this I could do it just with like a stitched alien. I could show you what I would do. What I do with a stitched alien is the same thing I would do with a microclapton. It also might be the microclapton might not be small enough. Like if
that could be it.
Yeah, like the 44 isn't going to grab a piece of 36 gauge stitch. It's just too small to grab anything.
Right.
But if it was a little bigger, maybe it is grabbing that stitch. But there is a couple like stitched alien tips that you could get that would stop that stitch from binding up. Because I used to have that big problem, but I haven't had that problem in a while after I started doing a couple things.
All right, let's do that. Let's build something stitch fucking enigma something. I can't even do an alien frame staple, but let's do some crazy shit.
You could just do a stitch for alien.
All right, fuck it. Yeah, I'll follow along with whatever you're doing. Tell me what I need. I'll make sure I have it. First of all, whatever wire I need.
I guess whatever ribbon. I use 0.3 ribbon a lot now.
Okay, I don't have 0.3. I do have 0.4.
Do 0.4. I'll grab 0.4.
Okay, got that. I've got 0.58, so I think that's 44 gauge. I can barely see it. Yeah, it's 44 or 46. I could barely see it. Like, you're not going to be able to see it.
Oh, I'm talking about ribbon.
Yeah, no, I've got 0.4 ribbon. I have all my shit's from Europe, so it's in metric. So this is 0.58, which is like a 46 gauge or a 44 gauge.
It's actually like 45. That's right. Yeah, it's like because 44 is 0.50, 0.050 or 1 or something like that. And then
so this is almost 0.6.
Yeah. All right. So you don't need that.
Okay.
Do you have
I have 40.
40 would be good for a stitch. Do you have 36?
Yeah, I do have 36. Yeah, of course.
All right. So we'll do 0.4.
I have 42. 40, 42, 44, 46. I got more shit in the basement. I have everything, so I can pull out whatever we need.
I think you have exactly what I would do for this.
Okay, cool.
36, 40, 0.4, and then for the frames you could do well. What kind of frames do you got there? Do you have like 27 or 26?
I've got 26. I got 28. I have 0.4 exactly in the basement.
26 or 28 will be good.
Okay. What do you recommend? I'll just do the 28 because it'll fit better.
Yeah, 28 I think is good. So 0.4, 28, 36, 40. 0.4, 36, 40, and 28. 28. 28. So here's the good thing about this. Some people think that stitched aliens are actually easier than aliens.
No. Are they?
In a way, because sometimes that flat wire on the inside helps you get that shape.
Okay.
It helps you fuse it a little easier as long as you're holding the proper angle. So there's actually quite a few people that say stitching's easier than regular.
I'm not one of them, but let's see if you can convert me.
I remember we did stitch before, and I had I had that thing set up behind me where it was like spooling for me, but we're gonna skip all that.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. I had I put it on like a clamp. I did this. I did it last night, and I was like, fuck that.
Oh yeah.
It did not work out last night either.
Oh no.
No, I had to end up cutting it off.
I got carpet behind me. Is that gonna be a problem? I can pull the carpet and have hardwood.
Oh yeah, because you actually like the no stretch. See, that's something I've never got into too much. The no stretch. I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, I live by it, dude. It changed my life when I nailed it. I had a piece of PVC, like a 10-foot piece of PVC behind me that I would thread the D-core down after I stretched it. That way, because it was catching. I was, in my basement and it was carpeted, so it was catching like crazy and fucking me up all the time.
I stretch them, and the tip I was going to give you is basically based on stretching them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you have carpet?
No, this has hardwood floors.
So that's why. So it could just slide against the hardwood.
Another thing too is I have this table behind me, and I'll just take like this hand clamp and put it here and loop the alien right over this clamp, and it'll just fall right over it so it doesn't hit the floor. But I have hardwood now, so also it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it'll pick up some dust if it's like dusty in here if I didn't clean it a little bit. But
yeah. What kind of swivel setup do you have?
Okay, so I have a wire ox on here. A wire ox is a ceramic swivel. They don't sell anymore. They don't sell them. The companies just stopped making them. But it's just a ceramic swivel. It just looks pretty, really. And then I just have a block of wood that I made.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's heavy duty. You could yank on that, and that's not going anywhere.
No, I clamp it to the table, and it stays there. But the USO meters one was good. And then there's a friend of mine, Kim Dixon, makes these wooden ones, which is on my wall. That's my micro Clapton one.
Oh shit! Right, so that one must be smooth as butter then.
So I put croc swivels on. If we're getting technical, the wire ox is probably a little smoother because it's ceramic. But they actually like never turn. Like if I just use fishing swivels, I'd be good. I use croc swivels, and they're the only things that turn anyway. This is just really a place for me to mount, and if the fishing swivel goes bad, then this will pick up.
Right.
Fishing swivels just work the best. It's just
That's what I have, just Crocs.
yeah, they just work the
Big
best.
fucking Crocs though. I've got like the big like seawater like the monster 880-pound test ones.
Oh shit, you got them. Yeah, so I use I have a 110 on here, and I have a 110 and a 330 on that. The smaller the swivel, the better for micro Claptons. The
Right,
bigger
of
the
course.
swivel, the longer the bigger swivels last longer.
Right. Yeah, I paid like I think $35 for 2 of these.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, I bet they last forever though. Them big ones.
These will, and I occasionally will throw a little bit of 3-in-1 oil on them just to keep them going, because it's that metal on metal that'll wear them out eventually. You know what I mean? Just the constant metal grinding, especially when you're just cranking on it, doing 3-foot sections, and it's just heating up.
Yeah.
But I've got these for over a year now. These ones have been hauling for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that fucking 550 pounds like made to like bring in a shark.
Yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh.
You could fucking spin a shark on that and you'd be good.
Yeah, I could go catch a great white shark tomorrow.
I'm making this shark coil. The fucking fin keeps hitting me in the face. So I'm trying to think of what the D-core would be on this. So 28 gauge.
In chat, Josh Main said if you put a pencil with a clip through the spool and a clamp the pencil to the chair, or so clamp the pencil to the chair or something, you can still do no stretch. So I've got a couple coffee tables behind me, and I've got like clamps all over the place for like photography stuff for clamping shit. So I could probably run, even if I do a stretch, I could probably run it across the tables and the hardwood behind me and be okay. All right, we'll figure this out. Let's get building.
Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, that would be great. You know what? You should do no stretch, and I'll do stretch, and this way people will get something out of both of them.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
So let me think of this D-core real quick. So 28 gauge. So with a stitched alien, you do want a pretty thick frame staple underneath there. So I think it should be 8-ply, 0.4, 28 gauge frames.
So what, like a 26 or a 24 D-core?
It almost seems like it should be a 24.
Shoot, I have 26 and a 22. I'm gonna have to go grab a 24 downstairs.
Right. Hold on a second. Do you have 25?
Not up here. I'm gonna have to run downstairs regardless, but it's just right down the stairs, so I'll be right back.
Get 24 and 25. I'll figure this out.
Okay. Yeah, man the stream.
All right. Oh, dude, I should have did to fucking Sherlock Holmes what I was going to do to Grim Green and act like I was buffering. All right. So usually how I figure out the D-cores is if we have 28 gauge frames, those are I just break it down. I break it down to every 3 pieces of ribbon equals a piece of 28. So if there's 8 pieces of ribbon in there, that is that's almost 3 pieces of 28. So 28, and then every 3 pieces of 28 is a 28 gauge D-core. So it's going to be around a 25. Yep, 25 will be exactly. If you could get 25 gauge, that would be perfect for this. 25 will be absolutely perfect D-core. Or 24 since we're stitching it, huh? 25 or 24. We'll see what he comes up with. See, stitching, you could actually add a little bit too. And understretch it. 24 might be good. Yeah, because it's 0.4 ribbon. 24 is going to be good. Get 24. He's going to come back and be like, I only have 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. No 24. Let me get the chat up. What's up, everybody? A lot of people. I can't do participants. I can do participants. Dave Flowers, Deuce Trees, Ian Morgan, Johnny Deathhead, Josh Main, Matt Millen, Stephen AKN1, and Buster, Michael Daly. Woo! A bunch of pretty familiar names. Dave Gear, what's up, what's up, what's up? I'm buffering, right? Hey. And then over on my channel, am I if I'm buffering? Okay, everybody head over to my channel. I'm going to do the stream on my channel. It's funny. I don't know if Sherlock's seen that. Did you happen to see Grim Green's show yesterday with Regulator Watch?
No.
Okay, then you won't get it. It was fun. Okay, so basically what happened is Grim Green had this guy on. Do you know who Regulator Watch is?
Yeah,
okay.
He had messaged me at one point asking me to promote a show.
That makes it even funnier. Oh, man. So he came on and Grim Green was like, I love Grim Green. Grim Green's the shit.
Yeah,
he
I like Nick a lot.
Yeah, he seems like a nice, genuine guy. I've met him very briefly at an event. And Nick was like, so you had points that you wanted to hit on the show. And the dude from Regulator Watch was like, yeah, well, first I want to get my subscriber count up. So Grim Green's like, all right, well, go follow Regulator. So then the show goes on a little bit. And the dude from Regulator Watch starts buffering, like really bad.
Really?
Yeah, like really bad. So Nick finally sees in chat that everybody's saying like he's buffering bad, and it was going on for like 50 minutes. He was buffering bad. So then the dude from Regulator Watch goes, oh, okay, you know what? Let's just take the stream over to my place, over to my channel. Everybody come over there. And so he started a stream. Dude, he got the stream up in 5 minutes. He had a thumbnail ready. He had like the watermarks going across the screen and shit. I was like, dude, that would be a perfect way to get subscribers. Get me to go on Grim Green, and I'll just be like this. Yeah, hey, Nick. Yeah, right. Over on my channel, what? And he's going to be like, Nick, you're buffering.
Dude.
I'm like, oh,
that
really?
Looked like you were actually buffering.
I can do it really good, yeah. I'll be like, oh, am I buffering, Nick? And then it'll come out crystal clear. Go over to N.Devine83.
No. So he planned it.
No, I doubt it. It's just my fucked up mind.
You can't have that shit together in 5 minutes. It took me 30 minutes to get this shit together.
You gotta watch it. It's so quick that he has it up. I'm like, wow, that's actually hilarious.
Dude, there's no way you can put a thumbnail together in 5 minutes. The only reason I got this thumbnail up in 5 minutes because I reused the one from last stream and just put your name on it.
Yeah. He had Grim Green's face and his face in it. It's funny. No, he seems like a nice guy, but it was just funny.
Wow. Huh. Regulator Watch, huh? He had messaged me on some social platform, and yeah, I think it was on Facebook.
It
was weird. The conversation was weird.
I actually think he deserves more subscribers because of what he's doing, but see, my thing with stuff like that, I think advocacy is great. It's important to get that information out and everything. But I think at some point there's too much preaching to the choir. We all know this information.
Right.
And it's good for one channel to get it out there. But honest, if I'm being completely honest, and it may not sound good, but sometimes that shit bores the hell out of me.
Of course it does. It's so repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way for it not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even being an enthusiastic advocate, it's tiring.
Mm-hmm.
And how
And
frustrating it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Frustrating.
I get
Yep. So I think 24 gauge D-core would be the best for
it. Oops, sorry. I'm on Regulator Watch YouTube channel.
this. I thought you were going to say I didn't have 24 because I made that joke when you left too. I was going to be like, yeah, it's 24. And he's going to come back and be like, I got 23,
25, 27,
yeah.
all off gauges. I actually don't have 25, so 24 works much better. Look how old that lightning base wire is. I found this guy, so I was like, I figured I better use him.
Okay, so do you know about lightning vapes now?
No, why? What?
They switched, so they had to take vapes out of their name. So this is now lightning vapes is wire optimum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, they went through a time where they had to like switch over the website to get rid of that name. And
oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That hurts, man, especially when you're so established.
Their wire is really good now. They got like this new like spooling machine that makes the wire not springy. Like if you don't lock in this wire, it won't unspool.
No way.
Yeah, like they have, but so their ribbon's okay, but I've had a little bit of problems with the ribbon.
Bowing and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is bowed. It's not too bad, but sometimes I'll just get like little kinks in it too. I think I've tried 3 spools of theirs, and 2 of the spools were just a little iffy.
Yeah, and when it comes to ribbon, dude, you can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this spool is garbage. I think this is one I accidentally let go, and then I just fucking abandoned it because it's a mess. All right, how long? This is the D-core, right? How long am I making this?
I do for dual coil. I do 14.
All right, so I should probably make a lot because I'm gonna fuck this up. So I'm gonna give myself some leeway here. Oh, I should have grabbed another pair of pliers. Damn it. I got a pair in my nightstand I might go grab real quick. And we'll see.
24.
God, I want to throw that spool away. That is a mess. Oh, this is how I know how I'll fucking do it. What am I thinking? Okay. Ugh,
So
that wire's rough. My D-core is going to stick to this like a motherfucker. I know it. All right, so I only have a little bit of desk space to work with here.
yeah, this is going to be the longest part of it. Is the 14, and then it don't get too bad. You're actually in a different house than before too, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm back in Pennsylvania now. Well, and I changed my setup. I'm not my old set's downstairs, and I moved up here. I have more space up here, which is really nice.
I'm sure Texas was fun though, huh?
I miss it. I love Texas.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Especially compared to PA. You know, the winters up here are just fucking brutal.
Yeah. When you were down there, did you buy a tiger?
No tigers. Not for me.
Did you see any?
No.
No. Do you know that there's more tigers owned domestically in the state of Texas
Oh, I fucking believe it.
than there are tigers in the rest of the world.
Oh, I fucking believe it.
It's crazy.
Texans are some of the most crazy motherfuckers I've ever met, but they're also the nicest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, when there's that many guns involved, like, people's respect level goes up dramatically.
Oh, yeah. Because everybody's got a fucking gun on their hip or in their car, so everybody's a lot nicer to each other.
Yeah. Hey, how are you doing today?
Yeah. Nobody's
Don't bust the cat.
Yeah, nobody's flipping each other off because, you know, they'd be fucking waving a gun at you instead of the finger, you know? All right, so we're making decors, right? That's what we're doing?
Yep.
Right.
3624 decor.
All right. For those of you following along at home, we're doing what Nick just said. That's what we're doing. Listen to Nick. I'm just along for the ride too. Do you use spool tamers, dude?
On some of my spools, like anything bigger, I use spool tamers. But when I was doing them, when I had that like 5-foot setup with the drill, I like put a spool tamer on my 36 and did what you did earlier.
Yeah.
With the drill. Yeah.
Dude, I love it. It's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah. The wire from Lightning Vapes is better. It's better than old Lightning Vapes wire. Somebody just asked that. Pat did.
Oh, so their wire quality went up.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Cool.
And I can see comments. Yeah.
Am I going the right way? I hope so. All right. I'm set. Are you set? Oh, you muted. Okay, cool. I'm going to throw... Let's see if I could throw something else on for you guys instead of listening to Drills Crank. Media source. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to pick a song for you guys. And you're going to have to listen to it, I guess. Or don't. You're fucking adults.
Oh, they'll listen and they'll like it. Damn it.
You done?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fucking tight. Damn it. I knew this was going to happen. Shit. Okay, here we go. Oof, okay. That did not feel good. All right, decor done. What are we doing next?
I guess we'll make the frame staple, the 0.4 ribbon. I take out. You do the same. You make a loop out of your ribbon too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 4 pieces. I take out 4 pieces at like 14 or no, I'm sorry, 4 pieces at like 16 inches, and then fold them in half so I have an 8 ply.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the 28 gauge frames.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Cool. Do you straighten your ribbon or do you leave it curly off the spool?
It really depends. It depends on what ribbon I'm using. On this, it's probably going to be better if I stretch it anyway, because 28 gauge is a little thinner than 0.4. But like, see, there's just some ribbons like Kidney Puncher that where it'll come off the spool pretty damn straight.
Yeah.
Like this is not stretched here, and it's freaking straight. So you don't have to do it then. But if I stretch one of them, I got to stretch all of them.
Right, of course. That's one thing I can say about Crazy Wire's ribbon is that it comes off amazingly straight. Like remarkably straight. Like some of the best ribbon I've used.
Okay, so that's another thing too. Is like Crazy Wire and Kidney Puncher wire are a little bit thicker than the rest. So, okay, most people don't know this. Ribbons from most companies, like Wire Optimum, like, Pure Atomus, I don't even know if they sell wire anymore. But like most companies, 0.4 by 0.1 ribbon is actually like 0.38 by 0.08.
Right.
It's a little smaller. And then when you get Kidney Puncher or Crazy Wire, you feel the thickness of the 0.1. It's a little closer to 0.1.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like anybody that knows any kind of construction and know that 2x4s are not actually 2x4s.
Right. All right, 8. There's my 8 ribbon cores. Okay, I thought I lost my tape again, but I found it.
Now, so you at least have one kid in school, right? Probably first grade?
No, so Phoenix, my oldest, he's about to be 6 in August. Because his birthday was in August, we got to decide if he wanted to start kindergarten last year or not. And we decided that, but I still just wanted him, he'll be the first to drive. He'll be more developed for football or whatever he wants to do. And so we decided to keep him in preschool for another year as opposed to send him to kindergarten. So he'll be starting kindergarten in the fall.
Nice. Do when stuff like this is happening with the schools, do you follow like the Philadelphia or is it the PA school district?
Well, so he is in the local, because I'm about an hour and a half away from you.
Okay.
And so we're in the Abington Heights School District. outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania. But like Governor Wolf, the governor of the state, declared the schools closed, so that would be every school in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Yeah.
And daycares and everything. So preschools, daycares, all of it is shut down.
Oh, even the daycares are too, huh?
Yeah, so that's tough for like nurses and people that have to be at work and their kids aren't, nowhere, nobody can watch them. So it's definitely a problem.
Yeah. I'm lucky enough to where my daughter's old enough where she could stay home all day by herself. She's 14 now, so.
Right. Oof, she's getting there, huh? Teenage years? Yikes.
Yeah, and a lot of people say that, and yeah, she's a good kid. I can't complain. I mean, I think it comes from like where I came from as a kid and where her mom came from as a kid, where we were fucking terrible. So we pretty much expected a terrible kid. And for some reason, we got a good kid. I don't know.
Thank God for that. Yeah, my daughter's a handful and she's only 2.
That's a rough age. When my daughter was 2, she was rough. Yeah.
Jeez, I almost lost that guy. What are we doing? 20 frames, we said, right?
Yeah. 28, yeah.
Get in there, you little cunt.
All right.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, the thing is with the schools closing, like for most people, it's okay, especially if they're all from work. But like my daughter's, she's graduating 8th grade, and they're wondering if there's even going to be a graduation.
Right.
And it was like this year, she started off real slow with the grades. Like she was getting like B's and C's, and we were like, bribing her to get it up there because she's going to high school next year.
Right.
So we're like bribing her, and she's like, her report card is like all like A's besides like 1 C. So she was getting there, and then they were like, all right, we're taking off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it's more likely going to be like a month and a half.
Yeah.
And so like, what are they going to do? Make them repeat the year,
Yeah.
Take their whole fucking summer away from them?
They might as well start this online schooling. I mean, most of our teachers do that anyway. Like all of our projects come through email and stuff like that.
It's a different world than when we were in school.
Yep. Daughter's prom was canceled. Yeah, that's gotta suck. What's up, Daytime Frank?
Yeah, that's rough. Wait, I'm missing one.
I remember when I was a young lady, I couldn't wait to get to prom.
I went to prom 3 years in a row.
I went 2. Yeah, I went 2. I never went to my prom, though. Never went to my prom. I went to an all-boys school. I went to Northeast Catholic.
Oof, that's rough.
And I decided to go to my girlfriend at the time's prom instead of my own. And then the year before that, I went with somebody.
I went sophomore, junior, and senior year. Man, all boys school, that must have been brutal.
So,
I guess you don't know what you don't know, right?
So, okay. So it's weird because I loved it, and I didn't think I would, but I loved it. And so there's things that happen in school when there's females around. I was just talking about this with somebody today about, okay, so when you're in like drug rehabilitation meetings, like NA or AA, right? When you go to these meetings and they're co-ed meetings,
it's a whole different ball game.
Yes, there's like, people are spitting game at each other. Everybody's trying to hook up with each other and stuff. So it's way, way different.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing with now. The testosterone flying around in an all-boys school is ridiculous. There's like a fight every day, but
Right.
it's never over a girl, though. It's always over like I beat you at that race, or
Yeah.
stupid stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, so I see what you're saying. That's one less distraction when you're that age.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Once you don't got to dodge the girls, just dodge the priests.
Yeah, I guess that's something you got to worry about at Catholic schools.
Yeah, luckily we've never, what we did have? We had a couple younger female teachers, and like the one was like a student teacher, and she used to go and party with us at in senior year,
Oh,
like
that's
keg
awesome.
parties and everything. And that got interesting.
I'm sure that did. Geez, you better not say anything about that. That she could still get in trouble for that now.
I imagine she's already in trouble for something.
All right, I'm just setting this up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually debating on whether I was hot gluing this or not.
I struggle with hot glue. For me, it's just more trouble than it's worth.
I like it, especially at the drill end, for my drill to grab onto something.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. This is giving me problems. Why are you giving me problems already? Okay, that's fine. So as long as it gets started, okay, the rest should follow. Okay. Tell you what, after not building for a while, my hand muscles are like cramping from pinching so hard. Got to get that back.
Yeah, I imagine dude. I was just thinking that. I was like, I imagine when I was watching, I was like, I imagine it's hard to just pick up an alien and do it again after a while.
It
And then
is.
I was thinking, like, how long have I went, dude? I've never took like more than 5 days away from building ever since I started.
Dude, I've taken like years off. Like I took a year off. Well, I guess not a year, probably like 9 months, and then I just took probably 3 months.
Yeah, I try not to, like, sometimes when you do like these YouTube channels and people are giving you compliments a lot, and I hate when I see like other people, like, they get a real big head. And
Yeah.
like, we do this and people give compliments. And I'll get it all the time, like, you make that look easy. Well, yeah, I've been doing it for 5 years every fucking day.
Right.
I better look easy by now.
Right. You don't see the hours that go into it.
Yeah.
Sitting alone in a room.
I bet you I've made more mistakes than anybody too.
Right, exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. You don't get good at anything without fucking up a million times first.
Yeah. All right. So
hold on, let me grab a drink before we move on.
All right. This.
All right, I'm ready. Let's build.
All right. So for the most part, when I do these, especially like stitched aliens or enigmas, I do actually like doing one coil at a time.
Okay.
I don't have to though, because I know when you do a no stretch, you might as well just leave it long.
Well, I mean, I really could. Well, see, I would have prepped for 2 coils as opposed to like cutting this in half because I don't have any hot glue right now to secure it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck it, I'll just do the whole thing. But you do whatever you're gonna do.
Okay, no, hold on. The frame staple is 2 coil lengths.
Right, yeah.
What I'm saying is the D-core.
Oh,
Like,
cutting it in half.
yeah, like I have 14 inches of D-core here. I'll just fold it in half and cut it in the middle.
Yeah, okay, I'm down with that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because all right, so also think of it this way is maybe you mess up the stretch. You don't mess it up on the full
Right.
two coils. You only mess it up on the one.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But
for sure.
stitching one coil is way easier than stitching two.
Oh, that makes so much sense. All right, come here, you. All right.
I need to find my scissors. Scissors are so much better to use for this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, no turning back now. I just cut it.
Okay.
And we're stitching. What do we do? Are we just doing a stitch or are we doing an enigma?
Just a stitched Fralian.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can do what you want. I don't know. Like, do you ever think enigmas are easier?
No.
Yeah, me neither. So, like the enigma I showed earlier, that stovetop one with the micro Clapton, and just about every successful enigma I've had, like the past like 10 that I built, I've used the hand drill to actually make the enigma. And I love it.
Like this. Oh, you mean, oh. So just going slow and going through it like that?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I could see why that would be so beneficial. The precision and the control.
Yeah, it's almost like once you get started, it's almost impossible to make a mistake if you have like good glasses on and are looking at it. It's hard to make a mistake doing it that way.
What do you use to see your super small shit? Do you have a set of magnifying goggles or something?
So these are called Watchmaker. These are Watchmaker glasses, I believe. And they even got
lights.
Even got little lights on them yet. This one.
Damn.
But I only use one of them. Like I pop the other one off, and it's only 10 times magnification. It's nothing crazy. I mean, 10's actually pretty big, but they come with like a bunch of different magnifying glasses. It comes with 10, 15, 20, and 25, but I only use the 10s. And they're awesome because they flip up and everything. The ladies love the glasses, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I'll forget they're on, and I'll like walk downstairs to go eat dinner, and I'm walking downstairs like this. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's awesome.
I've walked to the coffee shop with them on my fucking head before.
That's amazing.
Walk right down the corner, like everybody's looking at me weird. I'm like, what are you looking at, you hipster?
You hipster.
All right. So the 40 gauge. The 40 gauge.
I'm wondering if I should throw this on some sort of clamp.
I think that sounded like a good idea. Whoever said that, it did sound like a good idea for no stretch.
Oh, you know what? I even have one. Hold on.
So I'll wait until Sherlock gets back to show exactly what I'm doing with this. But I got 40 gauge. This is going to be the stitch for my 36 gauge D-core. And hopefully, let me get my lighting a little better.
So I have this with a 1/4 bolt and nut on it. So I could actually even clamp the spool down like so. Yeah, perfect.
That's crazy. That's a pretty fucking little cool. Did you make that?
Yeah, I just got a 1/4 bolt nut and washer at the hardware store, and I use it for, like, I can clamp it because this is a 1/4, the same thing that all cameras and accessories have, so I can, you know, screw a little light or a camera in this and clamp it fucking anywhere. But what I'm gonna do with it is do this and clamp it to my desk or somewhere. Maybe the arm of my chair. Yeah, check that out.
Yeah,
that'll work. I wonder how tight I should. Do I want resistance on this or no?
No.
So just
maybe
loose.
Yeah, pretty loose.
Oh, this spool better not give me problems. It looks pretty fucked up. Brand new spool, and it does not look like it was wound well.
All right. So here's what I do to stitch these anyways. I'm going to grab this 40 gauge off the spool with the needle noses. I'm going to make it as big as the decor. And I'm going to I'm going to stretch the 40 gauge a little bit to make it straight so it's easier to send through there. Before I drop that 40, I'm going to cut the end so there's no bends in it or anything. I want that as straight as possible. Then I take the decor down here. I put my finger on the 40 gauge, my finger on the decor, and I just got the hardest part about this is getting the 40 inside of the 36. Once you get it in there, it should be easy. You don't want to bend the 40 at all. Keep it straight.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let me get this spool started.
And the 40's left on the spool right now. Which I think, yeah, I think that's... Okay. 40's in the 36.
All the way in?
No, so now it's just in there. I just got it in. And then I'm going to put my finger on the 40, put my finger on the 36, move my finger on the 36 closer to my finger on the 40, finger, move it down right here, push, move down, push, push, and it's going to come through this end real soon. And it's through. 40 is right there.
Dude, I can't even see. Oh, did I get it? Nope.
So I think what his clamp is I think he drilled a hole through the actual clamp, put the bolt up under in, like he drilled a hole through the clamp. He put the bolt up into here.
Shit.
It came out this end, and then he's using a nut at the top.
Yeah, when you buy the clamps like at Home Depot and shit, they have holes already in them.
Oh.
So all you do is thread a 420 or a quarter 20 bolt, which is a standard bolt size at any hardware store. So you get you can get a 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch bolt, and then you just get the corresponding nut and washer. And it just works perfectly.
Yeah, well, Chris Hyde, I did 5 years commentating porn when I was 22. I spent 5 years commentating porn, so that might also be why it sounds like I'm explaining porn at this point. I didn't commentate porn. Commandeered porn? Contained porn? I come something porn.
Commentating. Isn't that what you said?
Something like that, yeah. Commentating.
Oh no. Fuck. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it through.
Nice.
Whew. Okay.
Okay.
What now?
Now, are there any bends in your 40 gauge?
Probably.
Okay, pull that shit through then. Pull, like, all right, so if there's any bends in your 40, right? So
Yeah.
I'm holding the 40 with my fingers. If you think there's any bends, pull it all the way through until the bends are out. Like now I got the 40 is 10 inches past my D-core now.
Yeah.
Get them bends out of there.
Yeah, I got them out.
And just, now I take the 36 and the 40 down here where it came out of.
Yeah.
The spools here, and I'm going to like tie them together.
Shit. I don't
Any
have
old
anything
way.
to tie it to. I put the wrong end through the wrong way then.
Well, you could just wrap it around the like spiral of the D-core too.
Man, it's so small I can't fucking get it. Okay, so I just want to make sure it's tied together.
Yeah, just make sure them two pieces become one, basically. The stitch and the D-core, no matter how you do it. Sometimes I'll even like unstretch the D-core a little bit.
That's what I just did because I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's mashed together. Okay. I'm pretty set, man. I think I'm gonna attach my fucking creation here back a little further to my chair.
Okay.
So
I'll show people how I stretch this over this stitch now so that it doesn't like curl up as I'm doing this. All right. So I take the end. Here's my spool. Here's the end. I got this little Irwin clamp. I clamp the end of this D-core to the table like that. Make sure it's holding really good. And then I'm going to take this spool. I'm going to take the 40 gauge spool and roll it out. I'm holding the spool, like I'm not stretching the wire, I'm just holding it tight. So it's a nice straight 40 gauge here. I know it's impossible to see this 40 gauge right now.
We can actually see it.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to take this D-core and stretch it right over that 40 gauge until I think I got my alien stretch here, which is only a single coil, so I don't have to go crazy on this. And if anything, understretch it. Now, I never let go of tension of this 40 gauge because if you let go of tension, it's going to start curling up immediately down here at the swivel. It's going to grab onto that alien. It's going to curl up. If it does, just pull the spool tight again and it'll come right through. After that, I could just take out I can leave the spool behind me like Kenny's doing, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take out and this might be a little bit of a waste of wire. I'm going to take out 4 feet of 40 gauge past that, cut it, and then I'm just going to take my D-core. I do this thing where I put the clamp here, put the D-core over it, and that's it. I probably understretched just there, but we're going to see. I'd rather understretch and stretch it a little bit again later than be overstretched and trash it.
All right, so we're just wrapping now, right?
Yeah. Just get them on the drill. And
any tips for anything I need to know for stretching this without fucking it up, or is it just like an alien?
It's going to be just like an alien. I would go slow. I mean, I know with that drill, it might be a little hard to go slow.
Yeah.
I like to start slow with them just to make sure. And then once I get comfortable, I can go faster.
I recommend that for everything. There's no rush. There's no award for being the fastest builder.
Yeah. Can you do this thing with your drill and turn it?
No. Nah, I need 2 hands to.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, man.
I don't have a DeWalt. I have a $14 Harbor Freight,
Yeah. I actually have a drill that looks just like that. This is like a cheap Black & Decker, and it looks identical.
Yeah, they're probably made by the same company and then rebranded.
Yep.
Yeah, this thing's crazy. When I have it cranking, it blows a ton of air and it like dries out my contacts in my eyes and shit. So that's what that sticker's for, is to block the air from coming out.
Yeah. Just make sure you keep the rest of them vents open. I mean, you've had that drill for a while, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do the same thing. I put a tail around it to make it quieter, but I leave some of the air open because it's obviously there for a reason, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it gets hot with the motor spinning like crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's throw some tunes on so you guys don't hear me cursing and the cranking of the drills.
And I'll go up close as long as it looks good. If it don't look good, I'm going to stay. This is what Sherlock should have did earlier. He should have did it because nobody noticed. He should have just been like, just said to himself, fuck. But then you could have been like this. I fucking nailed it.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. Damn it. You're going to be my live streaming coach. All right, here we go, guys. Music time coming. What the fuck? Why is YouTube censoring so much shit?
You put your thing on adult, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No kids.
I think that's what it is. It's so weird that they would do that. If you put not suitable for kids, I think they start doing that, which it should be the other way around. If you put it down good for kids and people curse, they should block it.
Right.
It's weird.
It's not even cursing that they blocked, though. This guy just said, no, not the porn thing. I yank mine daily. It doesn't stretch. So I could, all right, I could see.
It's Tommy V for you.
Yeah, I could see that. Never mind. All right, here we go with the music. Let's see. Boom. And it's not playing anymore. So properties, loop. There we go. All right, guys. Enjoy the same song over and over again until we're done.
All right, my light's good.
So for everybody in chat and who's watching, so I'm asking Nick, because I started it off and it's looking good so far, and I'm getting really tight grouping, and so I asked him, should I leave some spacing in between these wraps so I can actually see that stitch? And he said, you'll see it when it's tight. You can definitely leave a little bit of spacing and it might look a little better, but you can also see it when it is tight, but you might end up backing over it. It might bunch up if you do it too tight. So what I'm going to do is lean a little forward to try to make sure that I don't bunch it up, because I'd rather have too much spacing on this than bunch it up.
Yeah. Mute that.
All right, so Nikki's got his close-up going, so I'm going to put the music back on and get back to this. that is the problem with going with some sort of wire like this, where it's like a suboptimal spool job. And what happened was I was fucking rocking. I got a great coil wrap going, and it got caught on itself. And so at that point, there was absolutely nothing I can do because the drill was cruising. And fuck, what a pain in the ass. And so it jerked it, right? So it fucked me up. I got about 6 inches, so that's one coil. I was about 2 inches away from getting 2 coils out of this, and you know, nothing I can do now, and that sucks, man. That really sucks. And it fucked up my cores, so that's lovely. That is fucking lovely. God damn it. I wonder if I could fix it. No, it's totally trashed. All right, so it looks like I got one coil out of it at least. Yeah, I'm done. Done. Fuck this wire company, man. That's so frustrating. Yo, clamp and bolt though for the win. Like, that is an awesome combination. So maybe I will do an actual like polished video about stitched stuff. Well, actually, I'm definitely going to do that, and maybe I'll have Nick cameo in that one. Shit, I don't have a sticker for this. Okay. Oh, wait, yeah, here's gaff tape. So I'll have Nick cameo maybe in that one, but I'll definitely do a dedicated video because I think I got the feel for that one for sure. Oh, come on. Ugh. I wonder if I'll fit, maybe I'll fit this in the point blank, and hopefully I can show you guys what's going on.
Point blank? What is that?
The point blank RDA by Osmotis.
I think I might have seen that. I'm not positive.
It's my favorite single coil that I've ever used. It's amazing. But yeah, Nikki, I nailed that, man, until my spool got caught and fucked up my cores. I would have went all the way with that one.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one and see if I could stitch up the other one real quick and do that. This one's going pretty good.
Good.
Let me mute that.
So guys, like I was saying in the last stream, like when you're first starting and you're learning basic stuff and aliens for the first time, like, you know, using 36 or lower, by all means get a cheaper wire because you're going to be burning through it. When you get up to more advanced stuff, it's definitely worth putting the money in for a good wire, or just a reputable source at the very least, because you'll know it's spooled well and you won't encounter the problem that I just did. Because I don't know if you haven't experienced that already, it's wildly frustrating when you spend all the time on prep and you know, you're cruising. I might be able to get, like, if I did 4 wraps I could probably get, but the resistance would be too low. So moral of the story is, if you're attempting, you know, more intricate builds with finer gauge wire, maybe spend the extra money on your high gauge wire because it's worth it. I wish I could show you guys up close how this looks, because it came out great. Unlike my other attempts earlier. I can do a stitched alien 8-ply, but I can't do a 4-ply or 6-ply regular alien frapple. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you were doing 6-ply. Okay, so I was wondering what you were doing. I thought you were just doing a regular alien, and I was wondering why you were switching from 28 to 26, I believe. And I was like, is he doing a 3-core? And he's switching over. So you were doing, okay. And then I did hear you say frapple.
Yeah.
So you were doing 6-ply. What were the frames?
28 with 6.4s. So the 26 just made more sense. And it did go on much easier. I still just fucked it up.
Yeah. That's shit. After that, it's fucking brave of you to fucking try a stitched fucking alien.
Yeah, I don't care.
I would probably been like, I'm just going to do Fuse Claptons tonight.
I thought about it. Hey, let's do some helixes. Yeah.
I figured we'd show everybody how to do 24 gauge 6-wrap tonight.
Yeah. Let's do a mouth to lung round wire build.
Yeah. Hey, do you build any coils for mouth to lung?
I've done a couple micro Claptons, but I haven't gotten anything like more intense than that because it gets so small. I physically can't see it because my eyes are so bad.
Yeah, they could get pretty. You know what I hate about them is they're so hard to wrap. Like the ones that I've been making,
they're like springs, dude. You can't keep them together, and then they're a bitch to build.
Yeah. 32 gauge 3-core aliens and 38.
Get out of here.
These come out to like,
dude, I would charge like $50 for a pair of those.
So here's the thing is you wrap them around a smaller bit. So what does 2 coils does like 3 coils of these.
Right.
And once you get them, like once you get them, it's just like anything else. The more you do, the easier they get. But they are difficult at first.
Dude, you know what I charge for my corrugated stapled staggered fuse? Dude, that's crazy. My stapled staggered fuse Claptons. If somebody wants a pair of those, I charge them $50.
I don't blame you. Yeah,
dude, my time is the most valuable thing I have, and they take me fucking forever.
Yeah. So, okay. So, like, I try not to sell too many coils, but if somebody DMs me and they're like, I don't like getting into these things where people are like, I need 10 sets of aliens for me and all my friends. I do it once in a while. It depends how, money is really.
Right.
But I try not to get into selling too many coils. But when somebody like texts me like, man, I've been watching you. I'd love to own it. I can't do it by myself.
Right.
I'd love to own it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I think the most I've got off of a set of coils was a set of pitchforks for 65 plus shipping, I think.
It's exactly what people should be charging, and it infuriates me when people are doing ridiculously time-consuming coils for $15. Like,
yeah,
dude, you're completely devaluing yourself, the time you've spent learning, the material cost in learning. You know how much wire you blow through when you're trying to learn these crazy things. And you've sat there for 2 hours and you're charging somebody $15. Like, come on, man. And it devalues the rest of us.
That's okay. This is exactly how I think about it. I think about my prices like I want to be fair, right? And it's almost a time thing. It's hardly even material, but you got to put in the shipping. But then I think, what if these get lost in the mail? Am I willing to send out another set for this price?
I had on my website, if it gets lost in the mail, sorry. Like, once it leaves my house, I'm no longer responsible because it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a good customer, though, a repeat customer, and it's a set of aliens, I'll ship another one out. But, like, on those exotic builds, like, I had it right on the product page. Like, you order this, you're taking the responsibility of it might not show up. Like, I'll do everything I can to make sure it gets there safely, but it's out of my hands.
Yeah. I think I've only had that happen once, and it was a pretty easy order. But it's definitely something I think of. Like, what if I just, like the last order, I think the person's in chat, too. Like, I just accidentally threw out the tracking. And I was just hoping they would be honest that they say they got them, and they did. They said they got them. They're great.
Most people are decent. I
Yeah.
believe most people are decent. But you do have those assholes that will get it and say, oh, it didn't show up or the package got ripped or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I want a refund and I know they're sitting there vaping the fucking coils.
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of things that go into it. Just because, like, that's the thing with going live and doing coils. I also notice, like, selling coils and going live and doing coils is so, they counteract each other so much, because
you think so?
I'm showing you how good I am at doing this, how quickly I am at making aliens now. So when I sit down and make an alien, I can make a set of aliens in like 7 minutes. Right. So then you automatically think you should sell them to me for $2 because it took you 7 minutes. If you could make 10 sets in an hour, you're making a killing. And it's like, no, but it took me a long time to get to this point to where I could make.
Here's the thing, though. Don't think like that. Because people may think like that, but the reality is, and I'll give you some parallels too, but the reality is, how many hours did you spend getting to the point where you can get there? And that's what people like, the education. Like, you don't pay the doctor for the time in the room. You pay the doctor for the years of education and shit like that. Like, if I were to do a commercial photo shoot, right, and I'd be on set for an hour, you're not only paying me for that hour, you're paying me for the hours and hours and hours I've spent learning how to get that good. Like, that's the art part in what we do. Yeah. Like, there's the artistic part and the hours we've dedicated to getting to where we're at. So don't fucking feel bad for charging $15-$20 a set of aliens, even if you're doing live. Dude, you could be making great money selling your coils.
Yeah, it also comes to a thing of, do I want to sit there and mass produce coils? And it's not really. I like the art part more of it.
Right.
And like just selling them once in a while. Like, don't get me wrong. If for some reason I lost my job, I'm going to start producing fucking coils. Luckily, I'm lucky enough to have a good job that's always steady right now. And, things look a little iffy right now, but for the most part, I'm pretty lucky compared to what a lot of people are going through. Right. But I think this is a great segue into that fucking YouTube conversation.
Yeah, and to quickly touch on what you were just saying, dude, mass manufacturing coils for me completely took the joy out of making coils. And I literally just dropped it for 9 months. I couldn't fucking touch wire because I was just so sick of it.
Yep.
It's not fun when you're just fucking making 6-foot strands of aliens. You're like, fuck this.
Now, in the beginning, it's fun. It's fun in the beginning to figure out, like, how fast can I actually do this?
How efficiently can I build it?
Yeah. But then after a while, it just gets like any other job where you're doing the same thing over and over.
It's like a factory job. You're doing literally the same repetitive thing for hours on end. And I was just like, man, this is not fun anymore.
Yep. I get that all the time. Builders that like don't do shit anymore. They're always like, I don't know how you're still doing it. I got burnt out. It's because there's a couple things it is. It's because I didn't do that. And the big thing is the YouTube channel. It made it a different thing to go live and do this stuff and to teach it instead of just sitting at home by myself in my room by myself, just, doing whatever. And, you kind of get a bigger pop out of it when you're doing it live.
Right.
And that's what everybody does. I mean, I get that all the time too. It's like, that coil's not even vapable. You're just showing off. Well, yeah, we're all showing off. Everybody on Instagram showing off.
That's the point.
Every post you see on Instagram is just about showing off. Look at my bikini, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's bullshit. Whoever said that's fucking jealous.
Yeah, it's just that's what you do. Right? Just about everything's showing off. That's not a bad thing.
No, it's being proud of the work that you produced. It's not saying I'm better than you. It's just I'm proud of what I just created.
Yeah.
And I want to share it with the community of people who decided to see what I post.
Yeah.
That's the other cool thing about going live is like, you build this community of people who share the same interests with you, and you get to interact with them and enjoy time together doing something we all love.
Yeah, and it's always good to be doing. Having a hobby is just a huge thing for me. Like in any, like it doesn't have to be coil building. Any hobby, and
Yeah.
people have little stupid hobbies, even just watching TV. Some people just love watching TV, and that's what they look forward to.
Right.
As long as you have something to look forward to, that's all that matters, really. But people also like seeing somebody be passionate about what they're doing. It doesn't matter what they're doing. There's people that watch your channel, that watch my channel, that don't even vape. And they just like seeing people be passionate about something.
Right.
Dude,
Right.
I'll sit downstairs. I have 2 females in my house. I'll sit downstairs and watch makeup tutorials sometimes. It just because like I see them, like they like what they're doing.
Dude, it's impressive. They're like painting. Jess watches makeup tutorials, and she is amazing at it. I'm trying to get her to start a channel because she's fucking unbelievable at it. And it's like painting, dude. Starting from like a blank canvas to what they create is unbelievable.
That you should 100% talk her into doing that because
I know,
dude,
like you have a resource like
Yeah.
most people don't get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the equipment, the knowledge, like
Mhm.
I know, and she's beautiful, so she would kill it.
And she's like, I don't know her much, but she seems somewhat driven. I mean, she always puts up posts and shit, so
Yeah.
it's not, you know.
Yeah.
I know it could be probably nerve-wracking.
It's hard for a lot of people. She's a little bit more introverted, so it's like
Yep.
And to like open yourself up to the world for criticism and critique is a difficult thing for a lot of people. And I definitely struggled with it at first until I finally grew a skin thick enough to just not give a fuck about what other people think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of like I don't really, I never really cared, but still, like, you kind of come, nobody ever thinks, like, I'm going to do a YouTube channel and I'm going to start sharing all this shit about my personal life. And it just happens. It just fucking happens.
Right.
And you don't even notice it, but it just happens. And then people, like, start texting you, like, oh, I did the same thing. And, like, it just gets, it's just weird. You never think about it.
Yeah, YouTube's crazy. This whole thing's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I started this. You know why I started YouTube? I started YouTube because when I started coil building, I fell in love immediately. And I started almost immediately selling them to local shops. And I had people in the vape community locally who were like, you're not building these coils. Like, you just started vaping. There's no way you're building them. You're buying them and you're selling them. And I was like, fuck you. And I'll show you. So I made my first tutorial and posted it just to prove them wrong. And that's how I started on YouTube. And here I am 60,000 subscribers later. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what you fall into. I think a lot of the things in life, people just fall into them. Like, I never thought when I was young that I was going to be a contractor. I never thought I would do that. I actually hate it. I hate it. Social media. I still, in a way, hate social media.
I fucking hate social media, dude.
And you just fall into, like, that's kind of the same thing. Somebody asked me, like, how the fuck do you wrap them staples like that? Because it was a long time ago, people were having a real problem wrapping staples. And I just got so many questions about it that I made a video and put it up on YouTube.
Right.
Just, this is how I'm wrapping them.
Right.
And then they're like, all right, so then how the fuck are you getting them aliens so clean? I'm like, all right, I'll put up another video. It's just crazy what you fall into.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Dude,
Now
you're in the fucking minority too, having over 5,000 subscribers. Like 99% of channels on YouTube don't ever hit 5,000 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Most channels have like up to a few hundred and will never get more than that. Never in their entire existence.
Yeah, I imagine there is probably a lot out there.
Millions of channels will never hit 1,000 subscribers.
So that's what was I just thinking of? Yeah, that's actually crazy. But when I think about it, that actually kind of seems right. But I wonder if they're counting them people like there's however many people in chat. They all have a
Yeah,
YouTube
no,
channel.
no. This is people trying to grow channels. This is people
Uh,
posting videos trying to be a YouTuber.
that's crazy.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? Dude, I don't know about you, but I don't like going through my daily life, like I don't see myself as a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like as an internet personality. Like I'm just me, man, living my life, taking care of my family, playing with my kids, like
Yeah, there's some things I'll do that it's like sometimes I just want to make people laugh or fucking because I know that like people have like I'll put like stupid shit up on my Instagram and shit that just makes a fool out of myself. But
I
it's
love
just
your
like
Instagram.
sometimes it's usually like just like family. I'll just be like trying to get to laugh, but I'll figure you know what, fuck it, I'll just show everybody. And so sometimes I think like this is turning into something. It's getting a little out of control. I'm making videos of me acting like somebody else and shit.
No, don't stop, dude. You're so authentic. That's why you're going to be so successful with this.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's always a weird thing. But the thing we were talking about with YouTube, what I wanted to get across live is a YouTube channel for vaping is extremely difficult. That's just like if okay, I think that most people no, I think that every single person that's successful with a vape channel could have been successful at any kind of channel. It
They'd be
doesn't
way
matter.
more successful.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
making money on a vape channel is
Fucking
extremely hard. There's
impossible. It's
only a couple
impossible.
people. Yeah. So it's like I always say this. I use the example of Grim Green. If Grim Green stopped talking anything about vaping, he would be fine. He could do a channel on being a Star Wars fan, tattoos, drinking beer, and heavy metal music.
Well,
And
not
people
the drinking beer one. He'd get demonetized for that. But all the other ones, yeah.
okay, yeah. So and he's got a good personality. He's very charismatic, but he's a
Right.
nice guy. He's not big headed. He's just, and I think a lot of these guys, Jay Hayes has a personality that he doesn't need vaping. He's got like the motorcycles that he does. He's into a bunch of different stuff, like the clothing and shit like that. DJ LSB vapes, I think, could do fucking whatever. He's just smart. He just can do whatever. It's just like all of these, every single one of them, vaping, all of them. You name all the big channels, they could all do that and do better. And then we were talking about these guys losing money. I just monetized my channel a couple months before that shit happened, and it was giving me like $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started, and now I'm getting like $25 a month.
Yeah. So just to
And
repeat it for everybody who's following along, like the big adpocalypse happened and all the ads went away. I was a pretty small channel at that time. But when this most recent round of demonetization came out that wiped out all the vape channels, our monetization options, I was making from AdSense, from the ads, the pre-roll ads that play on my videos, from those I was making $500 a month. And so I lost that overnight. It literally went down to, like Nick was saying, $25. And then they pulled the links quickly after that. And so from the affiliate links, when I would have things linked in the channel, I was making about $300 to $400 a month from that too. So altogether, I lost anywhere between $800 and $900 a month. And then for me, because I'm not the kind of, so just to kind of little industry thing, I don't know if people talk about this or not, but so some, I'm not going to do names or anything, but how reviewers will make money are one of two ways. Either you just straight up get paid for a company to promote their product in the masked form of a review. It's obviously not a review. So those lines are fucking blurred and it shouldn't be done that way. And so that's why you get reviewers that only do positive reviews because they're getting paid to do that. Then there's other reviewers like me where you cannot buy a good review from me. If a company pays me, it's for my time and effort in testing and either jumping the line over other products or something like that. Or a company, like if I'm doing a build review, they can do a sponsored segment in a video like that, something non-related where I'm not giving my opinion on a product. So companies can't buy my opinion. Therefore, if I trash a product or say I don't like a product, those companies don't really want to work with me in the future. And so I don't know about other reviewers, but I've been really fucked lately because companies don't want to pay me for my time when they might not get a good review for their product. So I've been really shitty position lately, especially with China shutting down. So those companies that I do like that are okay with me just giving my opinion have been shut down recently, and times have been tough for us out here. And I don't know exactly who just, has their opinion for sale and who doesn't. I mean, you guys can probably tell because, authenticity is pretty apparent. But so that's kind of like the ways we get paid as vape reviewers. Like either you sell your opinion, a company can just buy your review, or you can get paid for sponsored segments. So, this video is sponsored by vapordna.com or whatever. Or you can get paid for like testing. Like I don't just get a product in and then open it and review it. I spend 2 weeks to a month with a product, so I actually know what long-term use is like before I tell you guys about my experience. So I charge companies for that time of rigorously testing a product, and then if they want it done sooner, because I do them as they come in, so I'm on like a 2 to 3 month backlog. So if you want it done sooner than a company that's already in the line, you can pay to do that. So there's different ways, but when you take the AdSense and the affiliate links away, it severely limits our ability as vaping YouTubers to make any kind of money. My build tutorials are starting to get taken down at an alarming rate. So it's just really difficult being a vaping YouTuber now, and it's like the worst time ever to try to get into that into this space, which sucks. Because back when I got into this, like, not that I was shooting for fame, I never thought I would even get to this level. Like I never thought this would happen, but I started with the intent of helping people learn how to build. That was my goal, passing on the knowledge that I gained. And the problem with being demonetized by YouTube, right? So no AdSense, is YouTube is a business, and it's in their best interest to promote videos that make them money, and in turn make the creator money. And so without YouTube making money off my videos, for instance, when they did the demonetization, my reach as a channel got cut by 2/3. So my impressions, like what they showed to people, that number was cut by 2/3. So if they used to show it to 1 million people, they now only show it to like 200, 300,000. And so your potential growth drops. So I went from like 2,000 new subscribers a month down to less than 500 new subscribers a month. Views, everything just totally declined once the demonetization happened. And I'm fine without the money. Like money's not the reason I do this. But what really sucks is not being able to reach new people. For as much money as I spend to make these videos and the time it takes me to do it, and it's not just me complaining about my time, it's for everybody and all the new voices that were coming up that just won't be able to grow now because YouTube is stifling the vaping industry. It just sucks. The whole thing just sucks.
Yeah, especially when you're in it for a couple years. That's what we're talking about, is like these videos take, just just to run a video here isn't expensive on my channel, but just think of like all the money that goes into somebody like DJ LSB or Grim Green. Like even the electric bill goes up when you're running your computer at that high of a capacity. Like I got a new computer, and it's like it raises my electric bill up. Mm-hmm. And you need that in order to stream in high definition or whatever.
Right.
So like, man, imagine somebody ripped down a video that you spent. Okay, so to record a video, if I were to record a 20-minute video right now, I record for about probably a half an hour, and then I cut 10 minutes out of it to make it a quicker video so everybody's able to watch. And then I spend 2 to 3 hours editing that video, finding shit to put in there, all that time to do that. Computer's running the whole time. You bought these lights, you bought these cameras, you bought this
Pay
microphone.
monthly for your music license so you can have audio tracks on your Yep.
And then out of nowhere, the video gets taken down because of like a link or something. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. See, that's what people don't realize. And it's not their fault because you wouldn't know unless you do it. But like I've got like an audio interface right here that's running from an outlet. I've got the camera plugged in. I've got a huge studio light right there. I've got a light behind me. I've got the drill that I need for this video. I've got this microphone that's running from phantom power that's plugged into the wall. You know, a million things. The computer that's streaming this, the equipment that I needed to purchase to be able to stream at this kind of quality, and you know, it all adds up quite a bit.
And it seems like you just get to that point, and then all of a sudden YouTube wants to start fucking around.
Right.
It's a pain. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it is. And, you know, it might not be as big a hit for channels who still just film on their phone and, you know, found a way to be able to do that. But for me, like when my channel grew, the investment that I made back into the channel grew substantially. I dumped everything I made back into the channel to increase the quality, increase my production value, things like that. And then it all, like the reimbursement just got stripped. So it's really disheartening when you put hours, like my build tutorials take me days to finish and post. You know, when I'm doing multiple camera angles, I'm doing multiple segments, recording it multiple times from different angles. So I'm making that same coil multiple times. It's extremely intensive, and then it just gets taken down. It's unbelievably disheartening. It's like, why am I even doing this then?
You've done videos outside too, right?
Yeah, I've, you know, done different locations. I've traveled around trying to make it interesting and keep it fresh, and try to get out of the same studio thing to keep people engaged and trying to my real goal was trying to attract people away from just, you know, a dude sitting behind a desk unenthusiastic just talking about a product, or trying to like get out there and make it more of a lifestyle thing, and try to attract a broader audience to these devices that could save people's lives, you know.
Yeah.
But again, that's gas money, that's traveling. I had to get licensing for some places, permits for others. You know, I have plus I also do I do video and photography work as well, so that's kind of offsets some of the cost as well. But, you know, still, like, a lot of work has gone into this channel.
Okay, that's interesting because, somebody just asked me about Homeboy Josh, and everybody always, I guess people just pile me in with Homeboy Josh because of Coil Wars, because I was on Coil Wars, like the very first Coil Wars, right? And people always ask me, have you talked to him, or what happened to Homeboy Josh? Somebody actually made me a shirt that says N.Devine83, where's Homeboy Josh? And so it's like a running joke on my channel that people just keep asking me, and like sometimes like I'll like flip out. I'm like, I don't fucking know. We're fucking
right. It wasn't my
Josh.
turn to babysit him. Right.
Yeah. So but that's what happened. Okay, so I believe you've done this. So when you get good at making videos, and when you get into photography, other avenues start opening up. Like you get into photography for weddings, for, you know, the calendar, and you get into all the, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that like Homeboy Josh was very good at doing videos. He was one of the better ones at his time at doing videos for vaping.
He got into it. He was doing like green screen elements, shrinking himself down. Like he was putting a lot of creative energy into his videos.
Yeah.
At a time where nobody else was. It was a bunch of overweight dudes behind a desk. droning on about a product, and he was going above and beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, like, some people think that because some people could sit in front of a camera for years and talk, that everybody wants to do that. But I believe he said in one of his videos, like, he just gets sick of looking at his background. He just gets sick of, just, because when I'm doing a live, I'm looking at this too the whole time.
Right.
And after a fucking year of that, you're like, I'm getting sick of this
I gotta
shit.
change it up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But so why did he quit? What was his...
I think he just, I'm not sure. I think I'm actually going to contact him soon, because I've been doing this thing on Saturdays where I like build along with like the coil building tutorials that got me into building. Like 2 weeks ago, I did Twisted Messes. This week I did Own Boy OC. I've been asking all their permission to show the entire video during the stream, and they're all cool about it. This week I'm doing M Turk. So I'm going to have to contact him at some point. I hope he answers, because I would really like to do it. I would hate, like, obviously you don't need permission to use a video on YouTube.
That's fair use.
Yeah, but I would like to get permission, just because I'm showing the entire video. It's split screen and everything, but I'm showing the entire video. I would just like them. Somebody wanted to do that to mine, I would hope I would at least know about it.
Right, of course. But say you use your best intention and try to get to him, and he doesn't get back to you, it's completely within fair use, because that's transformative enough. You're not ripping off his content, you're using it and making it completely different. So you'd be well within your right to claim fair use on that.
Which is interesting, dude. I used a Muppets Take Manhattan. I used a clip from somebody's YouTube channel that they photographed Muppets Take Manhattan, one clip that I thought was hilarious that I showed on my channel. That night, YouTube sent me one of them emails. They said, there's a copyright claim, just don't take your video down, we're going to see. And I've never got the response to that. For this one I did, it said, you're all clear, your video is good, it is solved.
Fair use.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I never got that
tough,
before.
right? Because say you use completely transformative, you use I'm a major corporation, right? A broadcasting company, and you use a piece of my media in your thing. If I want to be a fucking asshole corporation, I can claim fair use. And what are you going to do as the little guy? Spend hundreds of thousands like H3H3 had to do to fight their fair use case? Like, no, you're just going to be like, all right, fuck it, I'm taking it down. There's a lot of bullies out there in this world that will just steamroll you because there's nothing you could... What are you going to do? Take it to court on a fair use case for a shitty video? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
BBC did that too. BBC took my video down because I showed an octopus video during one of my streams.
But in reality, like, the majority of that content was yours, and it was transformative enough. You're not ripping that off. That was 100% fair use.
Yeah.
Under any law anywhere. But what are you going to do? Take it to court?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just being bullies. Like, or they'll claim any monetary...
that part out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just edited it out. And then on the next stream, I just made fun of the term BBC, because that's not what they think it stands for. It doesn't stand for that.
You're the big black cock broadcasting company, you assholes.
It's not what you think it stands for. Let me show this wire and then I'll wrap it up.
Oh yeah, we are doing that, aren't we? Yeah, I'm so frustrated that I can't show my close-up stuff. Oh, Josh, I definitely can be a dick, man. 100%. But I would give you the shirt off my back. Man, why is this fucking censoring so many comments? If your comment's censored and I didn't get to it in time to approve it, I'm sorry. I have no control over that. I'm doing the best I can if I see it. I'm gonna make more mods so they can start helping. So any names, Josh, I can't believe you're not a moderator. If I make you a moderator and you don't want to be, that's fine. You don't have to be.
Well, how do they stop that? Can they even stop that?
I don't know. I'm sure you can opt out of it. What are you doing? A 3mm?
Yeah. Come on.
This is a pretty coil. Should I
Yeah,
try to snake 2 out of this? I have about 7 inches. If I have super short fucking leads, I could probably get 2 out of this.
if it's 7, you should be able to.
Because you only need like 3.4 inches to get a coil, a 5 wrap on a 3mm. Oof, I don't know. This is going to be pretty tight. Oh, yeah. Well, if I do 4 wraps, I could, but that's going to be hot as fuck.
Yeah, that's going to be a low build 4 wrap.
Yeah, I'm not too comfortable with that. All right, so I'm only going to get 1. I could probably get another 4 wrap and just do it for aesthetics. I'm so frustrated that that spool got fucking caught up on me. Or should I do some sort of stovetop with this?
So, stovetop with staples sometimes could be a pain in the ass.
Oh, definitely. This is like my not so pretty piece. I'm just going to wrap it and see what happens. There's 1, 2, 3. Come on, 4. And the trick with staples, guys, when you're doing multi-core shit is just pull fucking tight. Oh, dude, I got 5. Holy fuck. Tiny ass leads, though. Like absurdly tiny. I don't know if you'd even be able to install this. I got him, though. I'll take it. Yeah, dude, I like stitched. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to really see that, but I did it. All right, I'll be right back. You run the stream real quick.
All right. Let me show you this coil I wrapped. Man, the one I wrapped like crap, I can tell you that. I haven't used 0.4 in a little bit, but here we go. Here's the one. Even the one's a little spaced. Whoa. Even the one's a little spaced. Wow. This is the better one. Jeez. Maybe I should wrap 0.4 a little more often. So what I would do with this is get it installed and put some heat on that shit. Pinch it together. It's only space, so... Oh, what deck am I going to use? Oh, I got a dead rabbit here. Perfect. Dead rabbit V2. Whole lot like the V1. Maybe a little better, I guess. They're both really great RDAs. The V2 has a little bit of a better look, I think. And I think the clamps are a little better. It's almost like the Yup. I don't know if you remember the Yup was almost like, it was almost accused of being a clone of the Dead Rabbit V1. And then the Dead Rabbit V2 is almost a clone of the Yup. Almost. It's got the tiny holes in the airflow and such. A little skeptical. I almost feel like it's a fuck you. You clone my shit, I'm gonna clone your shit. And if you think there's Chinese companies out there that don't do that, you haven't seen some of my DMs. All right. I guess you should see this, huh? I guess this would be a good thing to see. Definitely going to need to put some. These would vape good, though. I will tell you that. These stitched Fralians. There are some people that these are like their favorite vape. Stitched frame staples, stitched Fralians. Let me get the chat up. I've seen so many familiar faces, a lot of new ones too. Joshua Miller, what's up? Chucky First. Addy Tooney's here. There's Ron. Okay, yo, Ron, I'm sorry to do this to you again, but is there any way you could give me that link again so I could share it with Sherlock Holmes? I'm about to get that link for them for these things again. Ron, the chat, yeah. I'm gonna actually copy and paste it into the thing this time. They're called, I think they're called silicone thread bobbins. Now, he is from the UK. I'm not sure where he's getting them from.
Gotcha.
But he did say that he ordered more that are coming my way.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I was just muted that entire time trying to talk to everybody. Just to kind of update, Addy Tooney, I made you a moderator so you could post whatever links you need to. I know there are some calls to action on CASA.org right now. They're normally in the description. I don't know if they're going to be of this live stream because I really struggled getting this online tonight. But Addy Tooney, you're a mod now, so you can post whatever links you'd like.
So what was I just going to say? Oh, there was an email that went out from Casal today too.
Yeah. That one was vapors and
there's some narrative going around that like
it started from
that vapors that are infected with the coronavirus are spreading around coronavirus more than like smokers or something like that. Like the fact that when I do that if I have coronavirus, that's all coronavirus floating around.
Yeah, but the same thing is true if you're breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Like, you pushing that vapor out isn't more than when you just blow and can't see it. It's going to be the same kind of volume and spread. Like when you sneeze, it goes like 9 feet in a like a 9-foot diameter cloud just goes boof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, as vapors, we are going a lot more than people who don't vape, but I'd love to see the actual science on that. Because maybe there is truth to that. I don't know, but I would have to see some hard fucking evidence to actually believe that.
Okay, so I'm gonna search these bobbins. It's called Bobby's Bobbins. I'm gonna hit the link.
Good old Bobby making his bobbins.
Yeah.
That's a great name. If you're gonna make bobbins, your name better be Bobby.
Bobby Bobbins the name, and Bobbins on my game. Oh, yep, that's them. Wow. Okay.
Oh, Bob Ease. All right, Bobbies.
They got them on eBay. They got them.
Are they cheap?
Yeah, it's like a 10-pack for $4.50.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, I'm gonna affiliate link the shit out of those in my video description. Yo, use my links, guys. Sherlock's got to get paid. I'm gonna be making these videos from under a bridge somewhere soon.
Oh, that link is huge. It's not even letting me do it. I gotta get a different link for that.
Do Bitly or URL shortener, Google's URL shortener. Does that even still exist anymore? Google's version of URL shortener?
I don't know. I've never done that. I think I should have probably clicked onto it and just did.
Yo, you fuck with my plants, and you're gonna live outside. Fucking cat. Yo, you gotta fix that fucking frame behind you. It's driving me crazy.
I think it's actually, it might be the camera too.
You do move it around quite a bit.
Yeah, it might be, we'll see.
Oh, that's better.
How's this?
Much better.
Crooked as all hell.
Yeah, much better.
Now the shelf's out of whack.
Yeah, I'm trying not to just. I'm not gonna look at you, so it doesn't bother me.
Where? All right, maybe I should just go to a different one that has a smaller link.
They're posting it in chat. The eBay link. Oh shit.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Beadsmith, bobbies, no tangle, thread bobbins.
Copy.
Oh geez, this link they're $8 a piece. 2 for $7.10 a piece. God, that's gotta cost them like a cent, a fucking cent. Oh, here's a link for an 8-pack for $7.
Where's that link at?
I'm posting it in chat right now.
Cool.
You could probably shop around. Oh god, that is long. But you could probably shop them around. Oh geez, that's too long.
That's the one I had. Yep. It's 381 characters.
Yeah, mine's 446.
Wow. The ones you sent are the 2.5 inch. Okay. And those are the 8 for $8.
Oh,
okay.
See, the ones I'm looking at are 1 7/8 inch. Interesting. I could see how useful these fuckers would be too, though.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you even for like, if somebody wanted to like spool decor on there to do Alien or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes doing them like, I don't know if I have one around or a picture. I don't think I do. But doing like a micro Clapton Alien. You need a long decor and you could probably use it for that too. Oh, let me put some heat on these coils so I can get them. They really wrapped, really spaced. I'm blaming it on them. I wrapped them spaced. I fucked up.
Oh, fuck you. Man, I tell you what, getting a new phone number really sucks. There's so many goddamn accounts I have to switch my phone number for.
Yeah, I think I've had the same number for a real long time. The only time I switched my number was when I got off drugs. I had to switch that number.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get a shorter link for this fucking bobbins. Here we go. Why do mice have to... Oh, Jesus, that's still fucking long. That's even longer. That's supposed to be the simple link? That one's 1,522 characters. Holy fuck.
No. I guess that's what happens when you dig deep in the arts crafts world.
Yeah, how about it? Holy shit.
Big links. We ran out of 800 character links, so now we got to start going to 900 character links. It's like tracking numbers are how many characters are they? They're like 37 characters.
Yeah, they're insane. God help you if you have to physically type one.
Mm-hmm.
Drag the icon to your bookmarks. Oh my, this is absurd. That took unbelievably too long. Oh, damn, dude. I guess I should install mine. Oh, is that the Dead Rabbit?
The Dead Rabbit V2, yeah.
Oh, I haven't tried that. How is that? Is Heathen still doing shit?
When he comes out with stuff.
That's what the laugh was for.
I mean, that's the last time I seen him make a video is when this came out, and this one it's a really good vape. It builds a little bit better than the first one. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. I like the looks of this one better, but for the most part, if you like the Dead Rabbit version 1, you would like this one.
I really need to get my macro shit set up. Do we still have people watching this stream?
I believe so. Yeah, 46.
Man, I really wish I took the time to try to set up a macro of this.
So, you were talking about polished builds.
Yeah.
So what we should do is, I'd like you to also be on my channel one time.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, not just one time, but at least one time. Just once.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have all the sandpaper and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 10,000 grit.
Wow, 10,000. I think I have up to 7,000. But 10,000, you would get a 7,000? Yeah. 10,
oh, dude, it's like a mirror.
Yeah.
It's like glass. It's unbelievable. That's time consuming, going up to 10. If you're going to do it right, it takes time. And I've
Yeah.
never sliced my finger coil building like I have trying to do polished stuff.
Yeah, it'll burn your fingers too.
Yep.
All speed going around.
I had a sharp edge and I was cranking it as fast as that drill would go, and it sliced right through my finger.
Mm. Yeah, I remember them pictures back in the day when people started doing their ribbon Suka builds, and they were like cutting their finger open, real almost cutting their finger off.
Yep. To this day, I've never done one of those because I don't even want to fucking chop my shit up like that.
Yeah, they look pretty cool, but other than that, I mean, they vape like crap, and they're not. I mean, they're all right.
They seem like too much hassle for not
Yeah,
enough delivery.
yeah. There's what am I? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my damn vape, and I took it off.
A nice trick with the polish though is I feel like a lot of people skip the really low grit stuff to take the material off that's needed. Like if you try starting with 1,000 or even a 750 grit, it's just going to take you way too fucking long to remove the material that's needed to make it really pop. You know what I mean? You need to take some of that surface off. If you start with a 20 or 18 gauge and you're trying to make like a really nice flat polish on the whole coil, it takes way too long. But if you hit it with like an 80 grit first and remove a bunch of that metal, then you can get like a beautiful mirror finish across the whole thing.
Yeah, I actually have never tried like a really low grit. I think I've always started off. I think the most I've started off with is like maybe 220, and that helped a little bit. But I've never done lower than that. I probably should because Lord knows I got enough
I'm
sandpaper.
sure you do. I'm sure you have some 80 grit.
Yeah,
Grab some 80 and fucking start with that. It's amazing.
or
Cuts the time
sometimes
in
I'll just
half.
take pliers and hold it on there and like
Oh
flatten
yeah.
it on there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. When are you going live next?
So, I mean, shit, I'm probably going live tomorrow.
Okay. I
So
got
if you want
nothing
to do that,
planned.
we could do that.
Yeah. Not like I got any work to do.
Cool. Would you want to do it around the same time? Because I'll set up the video so everybody knows and shit during the day,
Yeah.
so that everybody knows. So
Like 8:30?
yeah, we'll do 8:30 this way. If you know you got to put the kids to bed, you got the same amount of time and stuff.
Yeah, that works good for me. That gives me time to get them to sleep.
Cool, cool.
All right, let's see your finished build again.
Okay. Okay.
Since I can't show them mine.
I got this tissue paper.
Hell yeah. I am going to install mine and break out my macro lens and get some pictures up on Instagram, hopefully. So if you guys want to see mine, you can go check out my Instagram. And check out Nick's too, because Nick's Instagram is fire.
Here's another micro Clapton build.
Damn, dude, that's fucking insane. How long did that take you?
This one took me a good 6 hours or so.
Yeah,
That shit took forever.
That's insane. Yeah. Well, I guess, quarantine, fuck it. What else are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll try my hand at some microclaps. And if we can do an earlier stream, I'll do some with you.
Yeah, weekends for earlier streams is good. I go live at 10 a.m. on Saturdays anyway. I don't usually build that. Actually, I have been building. That's when I do them build along videos.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we could figure that out. Maybe like a Sunday or something early or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Well, cool. But thanks again for having me on. It was a lot of fucking fun. I wish I could get more people to build along. Sometimes we get into these conversations and never start building at all.
Yeah, no, I hear. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make this a regular thing. Maybe pick one night a week, and we'll do some sort of build along. We'll have people submit on Instagram what they want us to build, or some. We'll figure out some sort of format.
Absolutely.
Make it a routine. I'd like that quite a bit.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, really.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comments because we're going to end this. So Nikki and I can get back to you there, or hit us up on Instagram or Facebook. Nick is N.Devine83 all over the place. And I'm at Sherlock Holmes. So you can find us anywhere. And you're really good at getting back to people, right?
I try.
Yeah.
I always get back to people, sometimes not too much of a timely fashion. Within 12 to 24 hours, yes.
Yeah. I do my best to get back to people as well. I might miss a comment, but if you contact me directly, I will respond. Which seems people seem really surprised about that, but that surprised me.
Yeah.
What's the point of having a community if you're not going to interact with them? But
Yeah.
just my opinion. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And yeah, that's it. Let me figure out how to end this fucking thing. What do I do? End stream?
Okay. OBS, stop streaming, and then you have to go over to the YouTube thing and hit end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.